Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Work Chat. Today, we're tackling a leadership skill that trips up even the most well-meaning professionals, which is how to give constructive criticism without ruining relationships or burning bridges. Whether you're a manager, mentor, or peer, delivering feedback, especially when it's not all positive, can feel like walking a tightrope. You want to help, not hurt. Be honest, but not harsh. In the era of remote work, hybrid teams, and emotional burnout, knowing how to give criticism effectively isn't optional, it's essential. Stick around as we walk through 5 practical, easy-to-follow tactics that ensure your feedback is heard, understood, and acted upon without damaging relationships. Let's dive in. Let's get started. First up, your mindset. How you feel about feedback sets the tone for how it lands. If you think feedback is a personal attack, your tone, body language, and words will subconsciously carry that negative energy. But what if you treated feedback as a gift? That shifts everything. You're no longer a critic, you're a coach. You're saying, I see your potential, and here's how I can help you grow. So try this mindset shift. Before delivering feedback, remind yourself, I'm offering feedback because I care about their success. That simple intention makes your words softer and more constructive. Second, you've probably heard of the classic sandwich method: praise, criticism, praise. But here's the thing, it's often overused or misused. It can come off as insincere, like you're sugarcoating criticism. Let's upgrade it with a strength opportunity action formula. 1. Start with strength. Highlight something real your colleague is doing well. 2. Identify the opportunity. State the issue factually and specifically. 3. Offer action, not just critique, and suggest a next step together. For example, you may say, your reports are detailed and thorough. That's great. One thing that would help is adding an executive summary that gives me the high level in 2 sentences. Maybe next time we can work on adding that summary together. This structure shows respect, keeps feedback objective, and offers support. Boom, bridges intact, growth unlocked. Third, oftentimes, vague feedback is worse than no feedback at all. When you say, you need to communicate better, it leaves people confused. The result? No change, or worse, resistance. Here's how to be specific. Instead of saying, your presentation needs work, try something like, during your presentation, when you skipped over data context, I wasn't sure why that number mattered. If we added a brief phrase explaining what it means for the audience, I think it'd land much better. In another word, pull up a concrete example or share a specific moment. Don't critique in generalities. This isn't nitpicking, it's pinpointing, and it makes feedback actionable. Fourth, focus on behavior, not character. If feedback targets who someone is, it becomes an attack on their identity. So focus on what they do, not who they are. For example, instead of saying, you're disorganized, try to say, when documents come in without clear file names, it's hard to track versions. Could we use a standard naming convention so they're easier to find? That slight shift makes feedback feel collaborative, not accusatory. Fifth, feedback isn't a monologue, it's a conversation. So instead of just saying your piece, invite their input and perspective. Try saying, does that make sense? How would you see tackling that? You'll build trust and hear ideas you might not have thought of. Tweak it further by asking, what support do you need from me to make that easier? This changes the conversation from critique to co-creation. And remember, when it comes to giving feedback, preparation and follow-up make all the difference. Before feedback, do this preparation. Reflect first. Don't react in the moment. Pick the right setting. For example, pick somewhere private and unhurried. Use I. Statements like, I noticed, I felt, I'd like. After feedback, it's important for you to follow up with the person. During check-ins, you may ask, how's it going with the new structure? Could we review again next week? This shows you care. It models accountability, and that leads to real change. All right, let's recap the 5 tactics on giving feedback effectively. Number 1, your mindset matters. See feedback as a gift, not an attack. Number 2, use the strength opportunity action formula. Number 3, be specific. Point to behavior. Number 4, focus on action, not character. Number 5, make feedback a conversation, not a lecture. Additionally, Spend the time to prepare your approach and follow up. Okay, that's a wrap for today's episode. If this episode helped you feel more confident giving feedback, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who's navigating workplace relationships. Also, drop us a comment and let us know, what's your biggest challenge when giving constructive criticism? See you in the next episode.